Alright guys, TacticalRab again today. Hope you're doing well and enjoying your day so far. The Scrappy versus Pred drama continues over the last couple of days. After Pred called out Scrappy not long ago, now it's Scrappy's turn to go the other way around, with Pred saying after he won the World Championship this most recent year that, look, maybe I could have won the World Championship as well back in 2022. Scrappy says, wow, this guy is mega delusional, but then goes on to say something that arguably puts himself into a similar category. Very much interested in your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always. I'd greatly appreciate it. Pretty well lightning as well, I'm not going to lie, in the background of Scrappy's cam, of course, at the new apartment, moving away from Toronto to Dallas for the start of the new season. Couple of things to go through quickly as well. Here is Scrappy with the sniper rifle. So far in the game, we thought the snipers might be GA'd, but that does not quite seem to be the case. Now, I mean, this second shot was pretty disgusting, but the snipers are pretty easy to use. I mean, if you guys watch the Ace versus Rab 1 versus 1 that we did on the Breaking Point channel a couple of days ago that you guys are welcome to go and have a look at, you know, I can't snipe, really, like, and neither can Ace, but, I mean, we were kind of, like, we were hitting some decent shots, and it's definitely, I wish there was no aim assist. I wish it was like Black Ops 4 when it was Black Ops 4, wasn't it? Or maybe it was BO3 as well. I think it was BO3 as well. Definitely Black Ops 3, this was the case, when if you aim down sights with the sniper rifle, you had no aim assist at all. And I wish they'd still had that. I know that they're trying to make the game easier and stuff, but I think it adds to the skill, and the pros seem to think, oh, well, the snipers are too good. Now, to be honest, even with aim assist, I never really buy the argument that the snipers actually are too good, because back in World War II, we used to be playing USS Texas with 2 snipers on each team. Like, Red Reserve used to run, I think it was 0 on the right lane and Rated maybe on the left lane. They'd both use the sniper, and you know, nobody really cared. It was like, oh no, we shouldn't GA the sniper rifle, because everyone knew that, okay, you bring out the sniper early round, sure, you might get a pick, but if you don't, you're now in a world of trouble because you've got to attack the bombs like with 2 sniper rifles in hand. And even if the snipers are literally godlike, you're never gonna see more than 1 on a team, I wouldn't say. So that's why I always think that it should be kept. But I know that the pros, certainly with the aim assist and stuff, they sometimes do disagree. But it's good to see that so far we're getting some sniper action in play. GAs as well, a big discussion happening elsewhere on this one. So the aims, the reinforced barrel, look, they nerfed the ARs substantially after they banned the Model L and they banned the XM4 as well. So the aims is staying right now, but the reinforced barrel was also banned because the gun was too powerful. Now they're saying, all right, you can maybe have the reinforced barrel back again. So it's a fascinating one, because the pros of, you know, are they next going to say, well, maybe we'll try the Model L again, bring that back into the meta, because clearly the SMGs are getting more competitive now. The ARs are now the ones thinking, oh, our guns are too weak, like, we've got to do something about this. So it's classic big SMG versus big AR shenanigans, and it continues in the GA chat, I'm sure, to the present moment. Octane as well was giving a bit of a response to the confirmation that ranked play is going to be coming to the game shortly. If you guys didn't see that earlier today, 21st of November, ranked is going to arrive, and as Octane says, not quite this one, can't wait to toss up a forfeit vote in ranked after my teammates gets 180, right, because they're adding a forfeit feature to the game. So, yeah, pretty funny. It happens in Counter-Strike and stuff as well. Someone will get clutched on or whatever, and, you know, maybe you lose the pistol and some donkey on your team says, all right guys, time to forfeit the game. What are you talking about? But sometimes it can be a useful feature depending on the circumstances. You know, never a bad thing maybe to have in the game, the forfeit feature, but it's not one that I'd be massively celebrating. But let's talk about a $50,000 tournament that concluded. So Icons GG Hitch basically put on a really cool pro sim tournament with loads of creators, former pros, current pros, everyone was getting involved in this. Formal team eventually comes 3rd in the 50k tournament. The team that won, though, was very impressive. They beat Clayster and Co in the finals. This was the overall bracketer, actually, so Clay's team did pretty well. I think Clay had to step out at one point, which made it kind of unfortunate. Crimsix's team did kind of well as well. But, yeah, Formal, Nakari, a name that I recognise. Wasn't she in Dashy's, like, 20v1? Am I getting that right? I might be, I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong. Like, I hope that I don't remember that, but I feel like, unfortunately, I do. Anyway, Slack's team wins the whole thing, so credit where it's due. But it's mainly Scrappy, right? Now, this team is pretty good, to be fair. Noob, Slack, Scrap, Fugitives, and then Legion, who, of course, you know, is not a bad player in his own right necessarily either. Scrappy, though, does it again. I mean, this guy is absolutely farming cash in the off-season. Pretty much every single tournament that he's playing right now, he's making it deep. And look, maybe he's getting lucky with the teams, but part of it obviously is Scrap himself delivering the performances. So thought this is pretty commendable from Scrap, to be fair, making it this deep in so many tournaments and coming out on top in this one yet again. But speaking of Scrappy, we've got a couple of clips to talk about here. Certainly on a bit of beef going down with Pred at the moment, because those two have been getting into it over the last few days, and it continues last night. This clip I thought was kind of funny from Shotzzy, because it's kind of like a backhanded compliment in some way, talking about how Pred plays in a different way to many SMGs, but he just does it very effectively, because, and I think he makes an interesting point, it's the same way that accuracy, his POV doesn't look like many of the modern ARs, but he can still hold his own. Like, you know, I know he's retired now and he's coaching Cloud9 and he's not been a great AR all over the last couple of years, but you know, his playstyle was still reasonably effective. Pred's playstyle is very effective, but he doesn't tend to play the game, you know, he's not massively sliding around corners and whatever, like many of the top new SMGs do. He's a much more traditional scump style, I would say, SMG. But and that's what basically Shotzzy said, is like, when you first play him, you're like, how is this guy even pro? Like, he just sits in a corner and whatever, right? But he knows he can shoot straight, and you know, he's got the confidence to back that up, and of course the ability as well. It's not like he doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to shooting straight in COD.
I'm not even trolling, chat. When I watch AG, like, he's like, I'm like, how the fuck is this guy pro? And then we play like the matches and shit. I'm like, holy fucking shit, this guy is slamming their shit. You guys get that vibe too? I'm like, how the fuck is this guy pro? That looks dog shit. And then you play against him and you're like, holy fucking shit. Guy, trust me, I'm gassing him. It's not me talking shit. I used to think the same thing when I played against him Vanguard. Go into Vanguard and tell me whenever this guy would hit a side cancel. Never. If you guys remember Vanguard, truly, he literally just double sprinted. That's all he did. Double sprinted iron. And he was just slamming. The reason why he's as good as he is, I promise you, it's literally just a mindset thing. Then it's literally just the fact that he knows that he's better than everyone, and he goes in that mentality every single game. Like, there's just something different about that shit. That's the same way about me though. That's why I'm as good as I am, regardless of the situation, bro.
Be honest.
Bro, I'm not good at tennis, so I'm probably not good at pickleball.
Oh my god.
That's the one sport. That's the one sport.
Scrap's cam just fucking froze because he punched his monitor. Scraps, he punched it. It's frozen right now.
Again? He punched it?
Yeah. Go to his stream right now. Go. He just closed his cam. Oh, it's back.
Why did he punch it? He just raged or some shit?
Yeah, he's raging because Damon just camped and spawned and killed him.
AG thinks he should have won Vanguard champs.
I'll never forget me and Dante. Bro, me and Dante threw that round 11 so bad. It was 20 seconds left. FaZe was...
Bro, I tip AG's delusion. AG's delusion. I tip it, bro. This guy thinks he should have won Vanguard champs.
Like, if bro, when have you ever seen me accidentally punch? I'm not even someone that does that.
AG's delusional.
At champs 5-4 up. It's a 4v4 bomb down, and I get blooded.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is gonna beat LET at champs. I can't lie. Besides if I played. If I played again, I am. But yo, I'm actually crying. AG's so delusional. AG won champs, and now he thinks he should have won every tournament he's ever played. It's actually comedy.
But how about this comment here from Scrappy, right? So Pred talking about the Vanguard World Championship, saying looking back at that season, could have won it, of course, in his rookie year. Pred's now world champion, so, you know, it's understandable that he's going to look back and say, well, could I have had 2 rings already? Could I have had 3 rings already? Okay, 3 would be pushing it, right? But Vanguard was his first season. He won MVP at Major 3 that year, when Surge and Pred won their event against, I think it was FaZe, in the grand finals that time. And Pred's looking back at the champs that year, because at champs that year, they ended up placing 3rd. So it was Thieves versus FaZe in the finals, and as Scrappy says, I don't think anyone was beating Thieves. Thieves were, like, by far the best team at the end of the game. It wasn't even really close. I don't really think that anyone's beating them, apart from, of course, famously Boston, when Game 5, Round 11, with them Round 1 on Tuscan, and after Boston just bottled that Round 11 by running down the middle for no reason, Thieves capitalized, and then from then on they looked completely unstoppable in the tournament, and FaZe eventually go down to them in the finals. But Surge came 3rd. I think Surge understandably could look back and say, well, we could have been in the finals, and if you're in the finals, because, you know, they were proving that they could beat FaZe that year, Surge, so had they done it when it mattered, they would have played Thieves in the finals, almost certainly lost, I think, but they could have had a chance to do it, I guess. And that was Scrappy's point, that, sure, in hindsight, you can think that, and, you know, fair enough, they came 3rd at champs. That's not a bad result, and if you come 3rd at champs, you can think you could have won it. Same what Zoomer has said about World War II. I think FaZe were 3rd at World War II champs. That was their chance, really. That was Zoomer's chance to get a ring. And obviously, in hindsight, he's going to think, damn, like, that could have been the one. So, understandable that Pred's going to feel the same way. But Scrappy's like, wow, this guy's delusional. The funny thing is, of course, that Scrappy at the end says, oh, well, you know, the only team that could have beaten Thieves is anyone with me on it. So it's kind of like, all right, I got a second to scrap. You first of all said that Thieves are basically unstoppable and Pred would have no chance. What are you talking about? And then he's like, well, if I was on one of those teams, then it would be different, right? So pretty funny. But this is the kind of confidence, and you've got to be a little bit delusional, right? I feel like if you're not a little bit delusional confidence, you're not going to be the best version of yourself or the best version of the player that you can be on the server. Like, you've got to think, I think, the way that Scrap and Pred thinks. They're like, yeah, could have won that event, could have beaten those guys, no problem at all. Obviously, Scrap weren't even playing then. I mean, he was playing, but he wasn't in the Pro League then, right? He wasn't even having a rookie year yet. He played one series for Toronto that year when he subbed in for a guy during that season. But apart from that, he played nothing at all, and he came in the next year, of course, and, well, the rest since then is history for his career. But, yeah, I just found this, I thought it was kind of interesting. Slayer rating at the time, so far in the season, actually, on the 21st of February, these were the numbers. The number 1, number 2 Slayer ratings in the league went to both of these guys. So, yeah, rivals inside and it seems outside of the game to some extent. Slayer rating, just to make it clear for you guys, is the number of expected kills in a 5-map series if it goes all the way down to the distance, basically, in all of the hard points, the controls, and certainly the search and destroy. So basically, expected kills per 5-map series is what you are looking at here. And just one final thing to mention here, and I didn't really want to talk about this because I think the clips, to me, I don't find them enjoyable to watch, but Nadeshot did mention it publicly, so I thought I'd at least talk about it because it's been doing the rounds in the COD scene over the last couple of days. Some people find it pretty funny. I don't personally, but, you know, I get it. So, anyway, Nadeshot suffers from night terrors, and he's been subathoning, he's been live on stream, and obviously he knows that's the situation, and, like, I've never suffered from anything quite like this, so I'm sure it must be really, like, it can't be enjoyable at all watching the clips of this, but some of them I can understand why they could be kind of entertaining, and it's not massively dissimilar to this clip from back in the OpTic house back in the day, when I think, was it Hex woke up Nadeshot in this kind of famous moment anyway, but so Nade's been streaming, and therefore we've started to see stuff like this where Nade will wake up during the stream, and he'll wake up basically in a panic, right, and yeah, it's the clips are pretty, I don't know, I find them kind of difficult to watch, to be honest, but I can understand why. I don't know, what I think what's maybe funny is that it's similar to the clip from back in the day, if you see what I'm saying. But anyway, Nadeshot's been suffering with this for some time, and he's, like, live on stream and knows that it happens, so I don't think that Nadeshot's trying to suppress this in some way, otherwise I probably wouldn't talk about it, and he did obviously tweet about it, right, and say that maybe this is the new meta or something, but yeah, something interesting that was going around the community that I wanted to take a quick note of. But yeah, wishing Nadeshot the best, obviously, and very much interested to your thoughts on all of the stuff we've talked about today in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, take care, and I'll see you next time.
Yo, hey, listen, I think I can break my silence real quick to flex real fast. There's about 6 guys in this call right now that are all live.
Oh, no.
I want everybody to know, and Seth, make sure you listen up.
Oh, no.
Big ass ears of yours. Someone came into my chat and said, invite for 8s if you're playing them. He came to me specifically to deliver that message.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, Matt, he actually texted me like 40 minutes ago. And
I did.
How many hours in Nuketown have you played with Formal? Tell me.
Dude.
I haven't really had the chance because I was stuck in a room with 5 other men.
And none of them which were Formal.
Actually did come for a little guest session.
Yeah, because he was contractually obligated.
Right, yes he was. Yes he was.
And guess what? Guess what?
But he did text me.
Wait, Seth, hold on. I got one last thing to say, and then I'll let everybody be. This guy, Formal, have you seen his clan tag lately? Well, I'll tell you what it isn't. It has been eviscerated.
Yo, this guy's an idiot, bro.
I promise you, you ask him that question, he is contractually obligated to say T2P. So you're beat. But even if he wasn't, I bet you.
You're floundering like a fish. You lose, LaFleur.
Bro, what the fuck?
I bet you.
I know.
He says T2P, and if he doesn't, oh boy, we got a whole other problem. If he's
All I was saying was I'm down for 8s, bro. It turned into this, bro.